before the sunrise, just as rain prepares the seed. Every ending has a beginning. Every action starts to lead. Nothing rises from the silence. Nothing blooms without a way. Life is woven from the moments that prepare us for each day. The ABCs of behavior, a story we can see before, during, after. Together they help explain me. Every choice begins somewhere. Every moment leaves a clue. Understanding starts by noticing what behavior's moving through. An antecedent comes before us, setting up what may begin. A place, the sound, a quiet signal, inviting behavior in. Behavior is the action, something we can hear or see. What a person says or does in that moment naturally. Then a consequence follows after every choice is made, helping behavior grow much stronger, or slowly start to fade. The three-term contingency connects the story from start to end. Antecedent, behavior, consequence, working together again. When we understand the pattern, we don't rush to blame or fear. We become compassionate observers, listening with hearts that hear. The ABCs of behavior, a story we can see. Every moment has a beginning, and every ending teaches me. Watching, learning, growing, one behavior, one moment at a time. Every choice becomes a ripple, moving farther than we know. Every ending plants a lesson, helping future actions grow. Life is always gently teaching. Every moment leaves a sign. What comes after what we do can shape tomorrow over time. The language of consequences quietly changing me. follows every behavior shapes what tomorrow will be. Some moments help us grow stronger. Some help old patterns release. Every consequence is teaching, like waves upon the sea. Reinforcement means a behavior becomes more likely over time. When what follows makes it stronger, we can see the pattern shine. A reinforcer is the outcome that encourages it again. Different people, different moments, different things can strengthen them. The language of consequences quietly changing me. What follows every behavior shapes what tomorrow will be. Every ending tells a story. Every choice becomes a seed. When we notice what comes after, we begin to truly see. Punishment means a behavior happens less than it did before. What comes after changes whether we'll return once more. A punisher is the outcome that helps a behavior fade, not through anger, not through blame, but by the consequence that's made. Behavior is always learning, every day and every choice. The world responds, we respond, together finding our own voice. The ending of one moment can become tomorrow's start. Understanding consequences helps us lead with mind and heart. The language of consequences quietly changing me. Every ending holds the power to shape who I will be. Watching the patterns, trusting the process, learning patiently. Every consequence, every tomorrow begins with what follows today. Sometimes life is gently adding, sometimes something slips away. Every change can shape tomorrow in a quiet, steady way. What we notice, what we experience, can influence what we choose. Learning happens through our journey, in the things we gain and lose. Two paths of change, always unfolding, adding, removing. Life is always teaching me, not good or bad, not right or wrong, just understanding what we see. Two paths of change, helping behavior become more or less. Positive reinforcement add something that we enjoy. When behavior brings that outcome, it becomes a more likely choice. A smile, a kind word, a favorite song, something welcome comes our way. Behavior grows a little stronger, inviting us to stay. Two paths of change, always unfolding, adding, removing. Life is always teaching me. The world responds and we respond together, writing every day. Every consequence has a story, showing us another way. Negative reinforcement takes something unpleasant away. When behavior brings relief, it becomes more likely each day. Like finding shade on a summer afternoon, or fastening a seatbelt to silence the chime. Relief can gently strengthen what we choose next time. Positive punishment adds something we'd rather avoid, making behavior happen less the next time we're faced with that choice. Negative punishment takes away something we value. When behavior leads to that loss, it may happen less as we continue adding, removing. Life is always teaching me. Not because positive means good, not because negative means bad. They simply tell us whether something was added or taken away. Two paths of change, helping us understand. Watching behavior with open hearts and open hands. Every consequence, every tomorrow begins with what follows today. Some days feel familiar, like I walked this road before. Certain places, certain people open up a hidden door. Life is always softly speaking. Every moment leaves a sign. Learning happens in the places where our paths and patterns bind. Finding the signal, learning when to begin. The world is always whispering, inviting behavior in. Every moment holds a message, every place can guide the way. When we learn to notice signals, we understand each day. A stimulus is something present, something we can hear or see. A sound, a light, a gentle moment, calling quietly to me. A stimulus class reminds us many things can share one road. Different voices, different faces, leading toward the very same goal. Finding the signal, learning when to begin. The world is always whispering, inviting behavior in. Patterns become clearer the more we slow and see. Behavior doesn't happen alone, it grows from what will be. A discriminative stimulus signals reinforcement near. It tells behavior, this is the moment, your opportunity is here. When behavior happens, because that signal leads the way, that's called stimulus control. Learning through each day. The world is full of signals, quiet lessons all around. When we learn to recognize them, new understanding The environment is teaching. If we become aware, every signal, every choice, every beginning starts somewhere. Every day is full of moments. Little choices come alive. Some are quiet, some are spoken, all a part of how we thrive. Life is always moving forward. One response becomes the next. Every action tells a story. Every moment gives us context. One choice at a time, one moment to begin. Every response is a doorway to the life we're living in. Different paths can lead us onward. Different ways can reach the same. Behavior isn't always identical, yet the purpose may remain. A response is one behavior, one specific thing we do, one small action, one small moment seen from one particular view. A response class reminds us many actions share one goal. Different roads, the same destination, working toward a common role. One choice at a time. Oh, learning as we go. Different actions, shared intentions, helping understanding grow. Some behaviors are operant, shaped by what comes afterward. Consequences gently teaching, helping future choices emerge. Some behaviors are respondent, natural reactions we don't plan, like blinking, breathing, startled moments, part of being human. Every response has meaning, every pattern has its place. When we learn to see behavior, we discover quiet grace. One choice at a time, one lesson every day. Watching with compassion, learning all the way. Every response, every behavior, every journey begins with one small choice. Yeah. Every sunrise brings a lesson. Every season helps us grow. Life is always gently teaching more than we may ever know. Some things happen without choosing, like a heartbeat in the night, Others grow through daily living, one small step toward greater light. Learning through life. Every moment leaves a trace. Some lessons come naturally, some are shaped along the way. Every day becomes a teacher. Every choice can help us see. Understanding how we learn unlocks new possibility. Respondent conditioning begins with what we naturally know. A reflex happens without choosing, like a blink or breath that flows when something new is paired with what already brings that response. A conditioned reflex can develop, growing stronger as time goes on. Learning through life. Every moment leaves a trace. Some lessons come naturally, some are shaped along the way. Every experience is building new connections every day. Quietly, patiently, learning finds another way. Conditioning grows from what comes afterward. Consequences shape behavior, helping actions be preferred. Some behaviors become stronger, some begin to fade away. Every consequence is teaching through the choices that we make. Nature teaches, life teaches, every moment helps us grow. Some responses simply happen, some are learned through what follows. Learning through life. Every step becomes a guide. One experience, one behavior, one tomorrow at a time. Every memory has a beginning. Every feeling starts somewhere. Little moments gently woven, changing how we see and care. Some things mean so very little until life gives them a place. What was ordinary yesterday can become something we embrace. From neutral to meaningful, life is always growing new. Every connection tells a story. Every moment carries through. Quietly, patiently, the heart begins to see. Learning happens through connection, one experience at a time. A neutral stimulus has no special meaning, yet no response, no expectation, just a moment we have met. An unconditioned stimulus naturally brings a response, like warmth from the sun or tasting a lemon. No learning needed at all. From neutral to meaningful, every moment leaves a trace. The things we pair together can forever change their place. When a neutral moment is paired again and again with something meaningful already, a new story can begin. A conditioned stimulus learns to signal what's ahead. What once meant nothing now awakens a response that's gently led. That stimulus pairing two experiences combined. One begins to borrow meaning, changing how we think with time. Every connection matters, every pairing plants a seed. Life is always shaping meaning in the moments that we weave. Some things comfort from the first time, like a drink when we are dry. Some are treasures that we learn to love as the days go passing by. Life is always making meaning. Every moment shapes our view. What once carried little value can become important too. The power of reinforcers, helping behavior grow. Some are born within our nature, some are things we come to know. Every lesson, every memory adds another thread. What we value shapes tomorrow, one step ahead. An unconditioned reinforcer needs no learning to be true. Food when hungry, rest when weary, naturally helping you. A conditioned reinforcer learns its value over time, like praise, a smile, or earning money, giving meaning through our lives. The power of reinforcers, helping behavior grow. Life is always gently teaching what the heart begins to know. Some rewards are quietly built through experience each day. What once meant very little can slowly light the way. Automatic reinforcement comes from behavior itself. The action brings the pleasure without anyone else's help. When behavior keeps on strengthening because it feels rewarding inside, that's the automaticity of reinforcement, a quiet, natural guide. Some rewards are given, some are deeply felt, some arrive from others, some are found within ourselves. The power of reinforcers growing every day, learning what we value shapes the choices that we make. One small action, one quiet reward, one life growing stronger. Some days water tastes like heaven, some days it can wait a while. The world around us hasn't changed yet something changed inside. Every moment holds a meaning that can shift from day to day. What we need can shape the value of the choices that we make. Motivation changes everything, changing what we seek. The same reward can feel so different from one day to the next we meet. The world keeps turning, needs keep changing. Life is never quite the same. Understanding motivation helps explain the change. A motivating operation changes value for a time, making something more important or leaving it behind. It also changes behavior, making action more or less, helping us understand why one moment feels different than the rest. Motivation changes everything quietly every day. The same opportunity may cause age. What we need becomes more valuable, drawing our behavior its way. An aversive stimulus is something we'd rather escape. Behavior often changes when discomfort fills our day. Sometimes relief becomes the teacher, sometimes comfort leads us through. Understanding motivation helps us see a wider view. Needs are always changing, behavior changes too. When we notice what has value, the patterns become true. Motivation changes everything, one moment at a time. Unchanging need, unchanging choice, unchanging life, growing with the tide. Some days nothing stays exactly the same. Every season softly turns. Some patterns slowly fade away as every living heart still learns. Life keeps gently rearranging. Every moment has its place. What once seemed so very strong can slowly leave without a trace. When behavior changes, every ending starts anew. Some lessons gently strengthen, some quietly pass through. Growing, changing, learning every day. The path keeps moving forward, showing us another way. Extinction gently teaches when reinforcement is no more. A behavior may grow weaker than it was before. Sometimes first it grows much louder, trying one more time to stay. Then without reinforcement, it slowly fades away. When behavior changes, nothing stays the same. Every choice is learning through experience again. The world keeps softly teaching with every passing day. Understanding behavior helps us find a better way. Respondent extinction happens differently when a learned response grows weaker without the pairing it once received. The condition punisher learns its meaning over time. What once was neutral can discourage a behavior from its climb. Habituation reminds us, repeated things, they lose their power. What once captured all our focus may fade with every hour. Life is always changing, behavior changes too. Watching every pattern helps us see what's true. When behavior changes, every ending clears the way. One quiet light lesson, one new beginning, one tomorrow each day. Every river has a source. Every mountain starts below. Every life is shaped by stories long before we come to know. Some are written through our lifetime, one experience each day. Some began long before us, guiding life along its way. The story of behavior, always being told. Yesterday is shaping the choices we now hold. Every moment, every lesson adds another line, learning through a lifetime, one day at a time. Untold journey is our story, everything we've lived and learned, every lesson, every memory, every corner that we've turned. Phylogeny reaches farther, through generations long before. Traits and patterns handed forward, building on what's come before. The story of behavior lives in every heart. Some chapters come from history, some are where we start. Together they remind us no life stands alone. We're growing from the journeys that have brought us home. A principle of behavior is a pattern found again, a lawful way behavior works no matter where or when. Selectionism softly teaches behavior changes over time. Helpful actions are repeated, growing stronger through our lives. Every choice is teaching, every lesson leaves a trace. The story keeps unfolding with compassion, hope, and grace. The story of behavior still being written today. One lifetime, one generation, one behavior, showing us the way. Every road has many voices, every path has something new. Life is always gently teaching through the things we say and do. Some lessons come from living, some are shared from heart to heart. Every person that we meet can shape a small and lasting part. Guided by the world, learning every day. The people and places around us help to shape our way. Every moment, every meeting, every word we hear becomes another chapter that brings understanding near. The environment is around us, everything we hear and see. Places, people, sounds and moments shaping every memory. A repertoire keeps on growing, every skill we've come to know, every action we have learned becomes a place from which we grow. Guided by the world, one lesson at a time. Learning isn't standing still, it's growing through our lives. Every choice we make today can become tomorrow's guide. Understanding keeps unfolding with curiosity inside. A socially mediated contingency means another person plays a part. What they do after our behavior can strengthen from the start. Rule, govern behavior begins with words instead of trial. Following directions, learning safely before experience arrives. Some lessons come through living, some through what we're told. Both become our teachers as our stories still unfold. Guided by the world, with open eyes we'll see. Every lesson, every person, every experience becomes a part of me. Yeah. Hey. Every lesson leaves an echo, every chapter lights the next. Piece by piece we start to notice how the whole begins to connect. Nothing stands alone forever, every pattern has a place. What once felt like separate stories now becomes a single space. Everything connects, every moment, every choice, every principle together helps behavior find its voice. One idea becomes another, one small step becomes a way. Understanding grows much deeper every single day. A discriminated operant is a behavior we will learn to show. When a certain signal tells us reinforcement's likely to follow. A green light, a teacher's question, a welcome open door. The signal says this is the moment, so behavior happens more. Everything connects, every lesson builds on one. The language of behavior has only just begun. What once felt confusing now begins to flow. Piece by piece the picture grows. Sometimes joy and control reminds us two sources guide the same response. What we hear and what we remember come together all at order. Conditioning builds on learning from before. A conditioned stimulus can give new meaning to another evermore. A behavior change tactic is a strategy we choose, using principles of behavior to help meaningful change come through. Everything connects, nothing stands alone. Every concept, every pattern, every lesson brings us home. One chapter, one foundation, one beginning for everything to come. Yeah. Every step becomes a memory, every choice leaves something new. Life is always softly teaching through the things we say and do. Nothing happens all at once, every lesson has its place. Little moments gently gather, shape the journey that we trace. Every experience matters, every moment leaves a mark. Every choice becomes a story, lighting tomorrow from the dark. Patiently, quietly, learning every day. The life we've lived helps guide the life we're building on our way. A contingency is the connection between what comes before and after we choose. Antecedents, behavior, consequences, working together as they do. When a consequence depends upon the behavior coming first, it is contingent on that action, showing how behavior works. Every experience matters, every lesson helps us grow. Life is always gently teaching more than we may ever know. Some lessons come from hearing, some from trying on our own. Every consequence becomes a teacher we have known. Contingency, shape behavior, grows from direct experience. Not because someone explained it, but because life revealed the difference. Our history of reinforcement walks beside us every day. Every success, every encouragement, helping shape another way. The past is not a prison, it's a teacher we can see. Every experience becomes part of who we're learning to be. Every experience matters, every moment leaves a light. One consequence, one memory, one tomorrow, built one choice at a time. Every journey has a beginning, every lesson lies the next. What once felt like scattered pieces now has meaning and connects. We have learned to watch with wonder, listening before we explain, finding patterns in behavior, seeing purpose once again. The language of behavior, a story we can see. Every moment holds a lesson, every choice teaches me. Watching, wondering, growing every day. One small understanding can change your life someday. An antecedent starts the story, behavior fills the page. A consequence gently follows, shaping choices day by day. Sometimes signals guide our actions, always growing clear. The more we stop and notice, the more the path appears. Every chapter builds another. Every concept has a place. Together they create the picture of behavior, change and grace. Reinforcement helps us strengthen what brings value to our days. Punishment can gently lessen behavior in different ways. The environment is always teaching. Our repertoire continues to grow. Through motivating operations, different values come and go. Some behaviors come by choosing. Some begin as natural signs. Some are shaped by life's experiences. Some by patterns over time. The language of behavior now begins to sing. Every principle together explains so many things. Today I know to look with kindness before assuming what I see. Every behavior has a purpose. Every person has a story. The language of behavior, a foundation strong and true. One observation, one connection, one